Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. This is a very special showcase. If you've been following my channel, you'll notice that I've been doing unit spotlights where I show the defense on super as the supers occur. This is a full run of that. The other spotlights are kind of just very quick bursts of a showcase. They don't last more than 2 minutes and I only show you that specific unit. It's an edited kind of showcase, whereas this is unedited. You'll watch the entire run play out. It'll be a total of 8 turns. Every unit who attacks, you'll see their defense stat. So I'm very proud of this. It is a bit of a different team as well, as you can see. I've tried to sort of focus on having like a Zamasu rotation and a Vegito rotation, and only having one of each of the new units leading and being the friend, I guess. I brought a 55% Zamasu friend, mainly because my Zamasu is 55%. The only difference in build is that this Zamasu has 2 additional, where my Zamasu will have 6 defense. That's really the only difference. So it's essentially my full team, give or take a little bit in the bronze slot there. We're obviously watching the Goku and Vegeta there, getting the double super, so it will be 1 stack of defense and 1 stack of attack. That's why their defense doesn't change after doing the additional super. We've got Piccolo, who we're going to just chill with to start with. He's obviously got his intro passive, so he'll be guarding. We don't need to attack with him to kind of get anything out of him. We obviously want to stack with this Zamasu, the Goku Vegeta, the Tech Vegito, and just make sure that they're as good as possible. So yeah, we're doing all right. Obviously floating that Zamasu to meet this guy here, the new LR Tech Zamasu on the other rotation. They're so much fun. I've loved this part 1 of the worldwide celebration. I'm sitting here probably about, 36 hours after the announcement of part 2, bringing the Carnival Sword of Hope Trunks and the Carnival Future Gohan LRs. The banners probably won't be too far away, hopefully within the next 24 hours, which should be really fun. Now, this turn here will be interesting for defense. Keep in mind that looks like I've missed 12 key there with the Gowasu unit, but he gets key on attack versus extreme units. He's also sharing Brainiacs, which, other than the defense support that he's offering the Vegito unit, and obviously the Zamasu as well, the Brainiacs link also gives a little bit of a defense buff. Vegito will look very impressive defensively here, and obviously so does Gowasu. I mean, 400k isn't the most groundbreaking defense stat, but with a 50% chance to dodge, as he shows there, it's really impressive. And Vegito, this is one of the reasons I do this kind of spotlight kind of, or I show the defense. Like, he gets up to 600, then to 800. He can do 1 more super, which, spoiler alert, he does do. And he gets up to nearly 1 million defense there. Now, granted, like I said, he's got 70% defense support and a little bit of defense from the Brainiacs link with the Gowasu unit, plus the 50% chance to dodge. The thing that really changes for this Vegito is that he gets 100% defense on super. That's why his defense looks so low at the start of the turn when you're kind of checking their stats by opening the info kind of tab. It's just crazy how high it gets. Obviously, the support makes that so much better. So does the link. The Weirus is a weird inclusion to this team, by the way. He's obviously a Realm of Gods unit, which is led by Zamasu. But he's also super class, which fits on the 150% lead of the Goku and Vegeta / Vegito unit. Which really only means he's on a 320% lead, 150 plus 170. So he's not going to look awfully impressive, but with 5 orbs, he will have a 50% chance to dodge. Pardon me. And I've obviously built him pretty heavily with dodge, so there's a 24% chance built in there to his hidden potential system as well. That's the 2nd stack of defense for the Goku and Vegeta, 2nd stack of attack in progress here. Now that I've got them in the slot 2, they have another chance for a super. So this will be that one there. It's a medium chance of a super. It would have been a normal otherwise. They'll get a guaranteed additional super after this one for being over 20 key. And then obviously the hidden potential is the final chance after this. So yeah, they have a lot of potential to be really strong. Again, we've missed the super with Piccolo, but that's the end of his passive building up there. As you can see, no more hits are required. That was his 6th hit. He needs 1 more to trigger the potential for his heal and extra damage reduction if we ever get below 30% HP. Now that we've got the Zamasus together, both of them will be looking far more impressive. Obviously with defense support as well. We'll only get the one super attack off here with AGL, seeing as the phase is just about to end, but seeing as he stacks defense, he's more important to get a super than what the Tech Zamasu will have. Keep in mind as well, this defense stat is probably higher than what you'll even see him next turn, despite the fact he's stacking. As I said though, that's because of the support that Gowasu was offering. Now we've got Vegito Blue out, at least the tech one. We aren't below 70% HP, otherwise we'd be able to get the other Vegito out as well. But that's not necessarily the biggest deal. We've got the 100% chance to dodge with Tech Vegito, so he's going to lead proceedings here. If we don't finish the phase, which he can very realistically do, we'll have 20 key there, so we can potentially get a stack of defense and a stack of attack guaranteed if, again, like the phase doesn't end. But we will have the support as well. The support from Weirus for Realm of Gods or Fusion Allies, well, it only really applies to Realm of Gods in this team, comes from 3 orbs. As I said before, the defense comes from, the dodge comes from 5 orbs, and then he gives, Weirus gives himself an extra attack and defense on 7 orbs. But that's only personal attack and defense, it's not support. Second super. Third, he's already at 750k. Obviously, this Vegito requires 4 attacks in total, which is what you see right here. Or is that the third? Sorry, that's the third attack? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the details of Weirus just to be sure. But there was definitely 4 attacks, and we one-turned the phase. So here we go. The final phase, the big man Sin. Can hit relatively hard, but we've got a pretty safe rotation here. We'll stop holding back with Piccolo, so that we can see him super attack and see what his defense gets up to. He'll be fully built up, however he will not have his intro passive anymore, which is guard and 100% attack and defense, so he will be missing that. Unfortunately, now a good reason to bring the Zamasus, well, this rotation in general, to the Sin's Shenron event is if the area of effect attack is like in the first slot, or if there's, you know, whatever, both the Zamasus get an additional attack. The Tech gets an additional attack with a chance to super. The AGL gets an additional super guaranteed. Piccolo also gets the key support. They get all that if they're hit before being attacked. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way in this specific turn. But, oh, okay, here we go. This will be interesting to see how much he takes. That was his second stack of defense, sitting at just under 400k. But with all the damage reduction, it doesn't really worry him so much. Even with the defense lowering, it really doesn't have much of an effect. That defense stat will be a bit lower as well, considering he hasn't been hit yet to raise his defense, as you see in the indicator there. Being below 70% HP though, he would have got the full 100% as opposed to the 50%, which would have only got if he was above 70% HP. And I think that's the rest of his attack built up, I'm not sure. Piccolo there though, 700k defense. He's so good. He's just a jack of all trades. I mean, he's not on any of the 200% leaders here, but he's on the dual 170, which is more than enough for him to shine. Very much an MVP of the current era of Dokkan. He's a joy to run. So we've got this active skill. We'll get both Vegitos out, and honestly, this is going to look very impressive from a defense point of view. Gowasu being on the turn, providing 70% defense, plus the 50% defense that this Vegito Blue will provide on his 18 key super. Now, just to be clear, that defense does not apply to the passive in any way. It basically grants units an extra 50% defense on their super attack. So if you've got a unit with no defense on super, they'll give themselves 50%. Like, it's almost like a unit with no defensive raise on their super attack effect suddenly have a greatly raise effect on their super attack. That's pretty much how it's calculated. So the Vegito Blue in the middle there, the tech one, is going to be looking oh so pretty when it comes to defense this turn. It's going to be really good. And obviously dodging in the first slot here with this guy, kicking off at 760k defense with all that damage, all 20% damage reduction now. It was obviously 50 prior to attacking. I love this team. And obviously, like I said, I wanted to build like that part 1 team. where we've got both the new units leading and being the guest, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a shame we didn't get the active skill off with this guy to sort of really show how he goes with like 6 super attacks or 6 potential super attacks. But he's already at 1 million defense there with 20% damage reduction for any attacks that he'll take now. He wasn't going to take any damage anyway, but yeah. And this guy is about to cut sick. 400k, oh Jesus. Starting off at 1 million defense. 1 million defense. It's madness. I mean, obviously half of that, a lot of that comes from the support, but adding 230k defense pretty much per super. Woo, he's fun. And look at him, 1.4. Yeah, it's crazy good. It's a shame we took all that damage due to not dodging with Gowasu, but I mean, it's fine. As long as we dodge this and the following attacks, we should be all good. We do dodge, so yeah, we could be fine. Very easy to die here. However, next time this turn comes about, Piccolo will be on. So if our HP remains at a similar level, he will give us all of our HP back, plus gain an additional 30% damage reduction, as if he needed it anyway. That's just kind of the beauty of Piccolo. That's 67. I mean, went from 400 or so down to 67, but I think those area of effect attacks are a little bit different in terms of damage to what the normals are. But we're going to use both these active skills. We'll get the half-corrupted version of this Zamasu out, and then we'll get Infinite Zamasu out on the LR. Seeing as there's all those attacks in the first slot, we can guarantee that we will take absolutely no damage from them. The big worry, obviously, is Weirus at the end there, with what's that, 2 area of effect attacks from Sin in that first slot that we'll pretty much have to take, because I don't think there's any way that Infinite Zamasu will finish the fight. And hopefully with all this orb changing, I'm hoping everyone should be okay for Ki. Especially that Weirus at the end there, who wants those 5 orbs to justify his dodge. But we need to get the tech orbs here with Infinite Zamasu. That's how he supports for defense. I think it's 40% or 60%. I've still got to memorize his passive, but I was checking obviously when I was doing the calculations. Unfortunately though, we have to get all these orbs with this Zamasu, which gives us 6 orbs. Okay, so we'll have a 50% chance to dodge, and we'll be supporting by 30% for both the other Zamasus. We should be okay. Obviously, he's not just going to take any damage, because that's just how this unit works, and it's just insane. His defense stats not going to look awfully good because he doesn't get any defense. Obviously, he doesn't need it though, because he's literally immortal. So yeah, I thought it would be fun just to kind of show the defense regardless. That's the part of the showcase that's why we come here, I guess, to watch. It's just cool to see him take absolutely nothing, honestly. One more area of effect. So as long as we dodge this with Weirus, we should be okay. 2.5, yep, there we go. 2.5 health bars left. If we kind of need the additional with this guy here. 460k defense. He doesn't get any defense on super, by the way. He just raises his attack. So the defense stat will be the same if he gets any additionals, as you can see there. So as long as he crits, which is obviously built in now after his Easy A, we might finish off. Yes, we do. So that was the team, guys. It's kind of the part 1 Worldwide Celebration team. The Vegito versus Zamasu team. Let me know what you think. This is the first time I've done like a full-length run with the defense stats showing. I'm always open to feedback. It's kind of a new concept that I've started on the channel. If you want to communicate with me, pardon me, outside the channel, obviously my socials are shown at the bottom of the screen there. If you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you could like and do all the stuff that helps me out, that's free for you to do, again, that would be appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.